Donnellestitchery here. How y'all doing today? So, we are going to be working on our cotton cuts, rose finch. I almost forgot the name. You know, work days sometimes can be crazy. So, by the way, I'm Donnell, and this is Donnellestitchery in my sewing room, if you haven't noticed. And it is July 16th at 6:32 p.m. because I was a couple minutes late with starting up. So today I am going to be working on my cotton cuts clue sets of the Flyway Rose Finch design, and that is the fabric line is A Walk on the Prairie by Modern Prairie for Riley Blake Designs. All these gorgeous fabrics. This right here is going to be the binding. I cannot wait to get the rest of the stuff. Just saying, just putting it out there. So I'm going to jump over here into the chat and say hello to everybody. We have Michelle. Auntie Michelle says, hi, Quasar, Sky, Kiwi, Lacey, May, Sophie, Luna, Pitsy, and Chewy. Girlfriend, you are knocking it out of the park. You almost got every single animal I have in my house. Good thing I don't have a name for the fish. Good morning or good evening, Dawn and Candace. Hello, hello. Katie Krause, Nanita. How are you guys doing today? I hope everybody's having a great day. So I'm going to be working on my clue sets of this here today. And I did get this here all fully quilted. I still had to put the binding on. I have not gotten that far yet. Hey, Zaza. How you doing, Cheeky? It's hanging, at least for now. My youngest daughter is bringing the grandbabies up from Florida this weekend. Woohoo! Okay, so that is a good intro. Michelle will not be with me this Saturday for our sew-along, so I'm actually changing it up. I have not had the time to record my bi-weekly update. Just one moment. What's it?
Dad said because he's still working on all that. Me and you can go and just take off the other house and get the stuff for the mail.
Okay, we'll do that whenever I get on my live stream. Okay, sorry about that, guys. You have to name the fish. Oh, you are so welcome, Diana. And I am not naming the fish. Honestly, I can't even tell you how many are in the tank. My husband and son handles the fish. I don't have anything to do with it. I don't know. Unlike I do good if I can remember what my kids' names are at this point anymore. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. That should work. That should work. Alrighty, and I know what that sounded like, and it was not what I said. Alrighty, hey Jay, how you doing? So I got some goodies in the mail over the past couple weeks. I have a lot of fun stuff to show off that I've completed. I'm going to go over all of this on Saturday. That's going to be my Saturday live stream. I'm going to do a live stream of my bi-weekly update because on this Saturday at 10 a.m. And there will be a giveaway, maybe even 2 giveaways this Saturday, so make sure you're here. Let's see. It's on the other side of the wall over here. So no, not right now. Maybe later. Maybe on Saturday I'll show up the 15th. I gotta clean up that area. Finally relaxing after cutting and pinning. Girl, I'm so jealous that you were able to get all that done. Hello, Miss Judy. How you doing, sweetness? Okay, all of my members and my moderators, listen up. This Sunday is the membership Zoom. I will be posting the link this on YouTube and in the Facebook Messenger chat as well as the Facebook group. I'll be posting that Sunday morning before I go live. And I don't know what I'm going to be doing Sunday yet. Probably Motown. Working on my lion. because all I got left to do is press the binding and put the binding on here, and then this would be done. So that would be getting taken care of before this weekend, probably tomorrow at the work. So that way there I can get it to my uncle this weekend. Hey, Miss June Hansen, how you doing? Anyway, so that is going on Saturday. So and at 8 a.m. this Saturday morning, I will be on Sean's live screen, so come hang out. See, Zelda says, our goldfish was called Killer Bob. He ate anything put in the tank with him. He was 16 when he died. The goldfish was indestructible and thrived on neglect. Oh my gosh. I would be there if my daughter and the kids head back to Florida. Not a worries. So, just putting it out there that, because I know Michelle has a lot going on, so I'm taking this Saturday off from the sew along, so that way there I can show off everything and all the good stuff. So let me change up my cameras, and we're gonna get busy. So first step is to take all of these large A squares, which is the polka dot one, and we're gonna put these triangles here, which is the letter B triangles, onto all four sides of the squares. So I'm going to get busy on that. So I have them all laid out here. And on the top one of each one of my fabrics, I did label them with the letter, corresponding letter. So that way there, as before I kind of figured it all out, I could have it all laid out and not have to go, okay, which one's this? Which one's this? Which one's this? I already knew, because I'm smart like that. Hello, Andrea. Now I am taking the stickers off of these, and we're just going to streamline these pieces of getting stitched on. And I'm just in a 1/4 inch seam, maybe even slightly under a 1/4, because sometimes I wind up going slightly off. But that's okay, because it's my quilt. I can do what I want. So if you click on the link below, or if you try and put into the chat, exclamation cotton cuts, it'll give you the link to go order the new Under the Sea through Cotton Cut, and use my referral code of Donnell. That's DONNELLE, then the word CSEA. Hey, Vintage Joe, how you doing, sweetness? And let's see. Hey, Agnes. All of my members, just remember this Sunday from 12 to 5 is our Zoom membership. If you would like to be a member of my channel and into our Facebook chat group, then all you gotta do is go hit that join button. For $2.99 a month, you'll be a member and be able to hang out with us on a Zoom meeting, as well as have access to chatting with me whenever you want on a Facebook Messenger. And you always get to see all the new stuff and everything, all pop-ups or sneak peeks or whatever ahead of everybody else. Well, not always, but a lot of times. The goodie bags from this time around is definitely going to be a good one for everybody to see. Let's see. I worked on my Christmas wreath wall hanging today in between lightning storms. Awesome wall lightning and thunder. Girl, we've been having off and on storms here. Not really bad ones and everything, just not where it's so funny because every time it thunders, the puppies bark thinking someone's knocking on the door. I did too, Zaza. I love a good thunderstorm. Not a severe one that puts out tornadoes and all. Just a good thunder and lightning storm because then you can try and get some darn good sleeping on that. That's usually when I get my best sleep is when it's thunder and lightning. Unless I'm working. Then I'm like, excuse me, boss ladies, y'all are interfering with my nap time. I'm like, Mother Nature says it's my nap time and you're interfering. I finally was cleared to start sewing again, so started on a new quilt today. Awesome sauce, girl. That is amazing. Which pattern did you choose to start with? Oh, wow. Vintage Joe says that they're getting crazy storms. Well, tell them crazy storms to take a chill pill. To take a one of those crazy pills. Go see their doctor and get on some crazy pills. They can join me on the crazy pills. Let's see. Yeah, best part about being a type of person that does handwork, you could always try and do handwork whenever the power goes out. As long as you keep your little neck light, because I got like a little neckband light that goes around my neck and everything. And I keep one of those that are charged up at all times, so that way there, if power ever goes out, and if it's dark in the room, I can still sit there and do my sewing, my hand sewing. Once the puppies calm down in the evenings, I sit there and do a lot of, do my EPP in the evenings now with that. Because that way there's a nice bright light for me, but it's not distracting everybody else from the movies and all. So I'm go ahead and press these. Let's see. Katie, you have to protect the sewing machine. Katie's sewing machine first. Thank all of you. I feel like a new person. I believe it. Oh, Katie says she sorted and cut fabric. I am not using the acorn pen today. I probably should, but I'm not. Like, yeah, I don't feel like it. It just seems like too much work today. And like today we're going for a bare minimum. Hey, right, Zaza? Me too, Michelle. Best sleeping weather, yes. So we're just making a bunch of essentially economy blocks on this clue. Kind of a boring block, but it's an easy block, so I don't mind. So what is everybody else working on right now? Or are you guys just here to hang out with me? Which is perfectly fine too. And if you have not joined in on the Christmas jingle block swap through Donna, I think we still need one more person. So feel free to email myself or Adelia if she's still in here. Michelle, if you can try and put in Donna or Adelia's email address, be greatly appreciated. If Delia's not still here, I know Delia's is photography by day at Comcast.net. I'm just not able to do it just quite this second because I got a lot of blocks to make. I just been lazy as all get out of this week. Not a worries, girlie. I have been busy busting my booty over here on this thing all week long because I'm like, until that's done, I'm not touching anything else. I mean, obviously, other than what I'm doing during my live stream. But other than that, I'm not working on anything else. Just got to get my uncles taken care of first. More and more and more triangles. Girl, yes. This thing is like an unlimited supply of triangles, I think. It's like, there's other shapes. Can we have different shapes, please? But I do like easy, especially after a long work day. I do love easy blocks. And you don't get much easier than the economy block. Quasar. Quasar. Yes, Mommy's Quasar. Big bird. It's my big bird. Big bird, big bird. Where you at? There you are. There you are. Big chicken. Yeah, big chicken, big chicken. Okay, that's what I thought. Thank you, Day. I still need to pick a block for the swap. Not touching anything else as she's sewing something different. Oh, shush, Zaza. You shush. Shush, 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 shush. Right? I'm like, I'm so sick of HSTs. And I just lost Bob and Chicken. I lost. Yeah, the only reason why I'm not doing that right now is because I don't have the binding prepared. Because otherwise I'd be doing that. On the outside, I already got bobbins pre-wound. And I know this view over here is probably boring, but I didn't have it set up for the other direction. And I don't want to make y'all nauseated by moving it. So y'all just going to stare at my ironing mat for right now. I'll be over there pressing fabrics at the wazoo in just a moment. There you go. Look at those. Give you something to look at. Love your fabric. Gave a sneak peek. The group of my fabrics. I seen that. You and Donna both did. Donna is already sewing blocks together today. I'm like, dude. It's going to be done by the time I'm doing my live stream. And I haven't even figured out what fabrics I even want to do yet. I have it narrowed down to like between a few different ones. I'm just trying to make up my mind what I want where. Because there's a few different parts to mine. So I'm just trying to get it all figured out. I have it figured out. Hopefully by the end of my live stream, I'll be able to have it all figured out and ready to show my fabrics in the group, because we're showing off our fabrics but not our blocks. So that way they're a little sneak peek in case you want to color coordinate. And ooh, I love that Grinch fabric that somebody is using. And I believe that was Dahlia using the Grinch fabric. Super good. Super, super, super cute. Right, Zaza? No Christmas turtles. I was really looking forward to Christmas turtles. So I will be working on Motown, my Legit Kit Lion, during Sean's live this Saturday morning at 8 a.m. He just asked me today if I wanted to be his guest on there because he happened to realize he didn't have a guest scheduled. Or the guest canceled or something or other, but either way. He's like, hey, what you doing Saturday? I'm like, being on your channel if you need a guest. Because, you know, I can't turn down Sean. Sean's too awesome to turn down. I love being on Sean's channel, so it's fun. And the downside is it means I gotta get up super early so I can take care of the puppies before the live stream. But that's okay, because it's well worth it. And then afterwards, I'll be showing off all my stuff over on my channel. All my purchases over the past few weeks. All of my completions. I got quite a few completions. Let's see. They were cute, but I wasn't feeling it. Chris, I have Christmas squirrels for Donna's blog. It's blue background too. No worries. Dave thought it was funny. That is gonna look good, Zaza. Decided I needed to up my game a bit though. The other block for the swap were supposed to be on the corners until a few others backed out. Sean is a good guy. Yes, he is. Sean is an amazing guy. So here is first one of the blocks. And you're about to see me press a whole lot more of those. Andre said if you use the Easy Press pen on the other blocks, you need to use it on these. Oh, okay. Alrighty. Oh, dag burn it. I was feeling lazy, Auntie Andrea. Thank you, Michelle. I completely missed that comment. Come on. There we go. Okay. Thank you, Michelle, for that. And thank you, Andrea. I didn't think it would actually matter, but since you know for sure that it does, then I'll go ahead and use that. Because I don't want any boo-boos. You'll be happy you did. The moisture causes shrinkage, and if you do not use it here, the blocks will be different sizes. Oh. I did not know that. or didn't realize it. I probably would have knew that if I would have thought about it. I was being tired and lazy. You know, after a long day at work, how you get like that, like bleh feeling where it's like, okay, you don't want to do anything unless it's mandatory. I think my pen's getting low. There we go. Nice and flat. And pretty. So I'll go ahead and press these. And then I'll flip it over and use the pen on the back seam. Over there, I can just go ahead and do them all at once. All 4 seams at the same time. Ow. No, I did not burn myself on the iron yet. Almost just did, though. Thankfully, my ring hit it and not my hand. Let's see. Hey, June. How you doing, hon? If you have a channel, you can feel free to share your channel in here. All you gotta do is exclamation selfie, and that drops your channel link in here. Oops, that one didn't complete. Let me fix that seam. I think that one was from where my stitching ran out, my bobbin. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Like, that one has a little too much play in it. We'll set the seams, flip it over, and do the little acorn pen thingy. Oops. Okay, last one, and then I can go on over to do the other ones. And then we'll be ready to put these economy blocks together. Hey, Auntie Donna. Hey, Brenda Chauvin. How you doing, hon? For anyone that is a member, we do have our membership Zoom meeting. So now we are going to do this one here with this on all 4 corners or 4 sides, and this here on all 4 sides of this fabric as well. We're going to take this over here and do these up really quickly. Went antiquing today, found awesome vintage fabric, 40 yards, $12. Oh, wow. That's a really good deal. Good job, girlie. So if you could pick one certain block to make, what would that block be? What would be your favorite block to make? Whether it be for a quilt or for a small project or what? What would your favorite quilt block be? Let's see. I'm doing okay. It was 92 here today with 80% humidity. Yuck. See. What are the little crowns with numbers next to them beside people's names? Those are some type of thing that YouTube is doing. I don't really actually understand it, honestly. Other than the more that you chat and everybody in a particular content creator's stream, the more it actually increases the XP. But that's the only thing I really actually know. I don't really actually understand a whole lot of it. Let's see. June says Churn Dash. Katie says stars. Andrea says, did you hear about the big earthquake off of the coast of Alaska today? They're under a tsunami warning right now. Oh, wow. I did not hear that. Michelle says, I don't have a favorite. Michelle, your favorite block is not the barrister? Or the barrister? That's not your favorite block? Are you sure? I could have sworn that was your favorite. So happy I'm not in person around you, because you'd probably slap me for that one. Oh. Let's see. My favorite block is the one I'm working on at the time I am working on it. Awesome. That is always a very good block to choose. Let's see. Yes, Andrea, I did so sad. I think if you chat more, you get those crowns. Let's see. Oh no, Andrea, don't have any block in particular. Michelle, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. I gotta pick on you today, Michelle, because you're not gonna be live with me on Sunday. So I had to pick on you now. Let's see. Hey, Katie, how you doing, hon? Joe says all sewing is my favorite. Katie Crass says I like the idea of a barista block coffee cup. No, it was a barrister block, and it was nothing but nightmares for a lot of people, including myself. Oh yeah, you would, Michelle. She goes, it's all good. I do the same to you. Yeah, you would. We harass each other on a regular basis. I love it. Let's see, howdy to all who have come in since my last howdy. Almost done with these. Only had three or four of them. 3 of them to do with these, so nice and quick and easy. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Then I can press these. I'm finger pressing them now, so that way all I gotta do is hit them with a quick iron, flip them over, do the best press on the back seams, and then try and start putting these squares together. Katie, are you an ambassador for Cotton Cuts Under the Sea? Let's see. I agree. Yes, I agree that whichever block I am making is my favorite at the moment. Oh, I made that barrister's block and it was a pain. Yeah, it was. Sometimes the block I'm working on becomes my least favorite. That happens to me a lot. Like that flying geese block I did around my customer's quilt. That thing was a thorn in my side. I loved doing the center patch. That was really awesome. But my biggest problem is the fact of how big the quilt needed to be. And I just did not have adequate space in here to be able to do that large of a quilt. Let's see. Yesterday was a good cruise ship day. Love guiding Germans in the tannery. Katie says, nope, she is not going to be an ambassador on this one. Okay, I wasn't for sure. Hey, I just made 300 HSTs for a quilt I'm working on. I have to say, I'm tired of making them, but I did learn a lot from doing so many at the same time. Hopefully, I will remember when I have to do them again. Oh my goodness gracious, Andrea. Ooh, I don't know if by time I'll be able to handle doing 300 at a time. Okay, now we are going to put the acorn pen over here on these so I can get these here all taken care of. We're just going to do them all at once. Yep, it's coming out. Had to rub it on my finger to make sure it's actually coming out. Alrighty, so we got these two here, and they are going to be matched up with these. You get my directions to find out which order that they are going to go. Let's see, Katie, I'm often like that. Then afterwards, I think it wasn't too bad. Janelle, I've never been a PMQ ambassador. Oh, okay, I thought you were. My bad, I'm so sorry. They rather you than me. What does the acorn pen have in it? I have best. So this is the acorn pen. At first, it just had the acorn starch in it, but when it ran out, now I fill it up with best press, and it's the unscented best press. You just twist off this end down here, and then refill it, and then put the cap back on. Hi, my little Jessie and Gemma. How's Auntie Babies doing? Almost done pinning them. Tomorrow I start to sew at some point. Awesome. Let's see. Okay, so now we are going to take an A So the first step we're going to do is going to be an A, and then the next one is going to be the center square, the D, which is this one here, and then an A. So we're going to do this. And then the next one, we're going to do 2 of, which would be, so we're going to lay these out. To be A, and then the center one would be a F, and then an A. There we go. So that is the blocks that we're making. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the top 2 from each one, and I'm going to do this in webbing style, or chain link webbing, whatever you want to call it. I just need to make sure. So what I'm going to do is I am poking my needle through right here, right below that seam where it matches up. So over here, right where that matches up, to make sure that I have those lined up. And leaving that pin in there while I stitch these. Because as long as I go right above where those 2 seams match up at, then we are all good. Then they take the next 2, do the same thing. Same pin. I just took the pin out the other one when I got ready to sew over that area. So right there where the colors come together, I'm gonna put the needle in right up here at this point. Match up my other 2 ends, and then from there I move it down just a little bit so that way there I can bend it and have it pinned. And then as long as I try and take my needle and go, let's see, as long as I try and stitch right where that intersection, as long as I go right on that side of it, then my fabrics will line up and I won't lose my points. Okay, now doing this one. Same thing. The best way to not lose points, and sometimes I still do because the needle or the foot moves, or I get a little wonky. It happens. Hello, Miss Linda, our cell lady. How are you doing? How's the weather down there? I hope you're staying safe and dry and not too hot. And that Florida heat. And to anyone else that I missed that may have came in, hello, hello. Okay, so in these here, we are going to press them all to the center block. I'm going to put these all, since they're all the same block, onto a pile so I can get these pressed. We're almost done, guys. Now you could press them open, but I'm going to press them the way that they tell me to. I'm being a good girl today. And looky there. I didn't lose any points. I was a good girl. Thank you, Auntie Donna. I was able to keep both my points. So now we're going to take another one of these, and we're going to come up here and do the exact same thing. Where did I put my pin at? Oh, there it is. Okay. Put my pin in here. And my pin in here. line up my two ends. Then move the pen down just a little bit. Okay, let's see here. It's just a watercolor brush pen. Amazon has them. Yep, I've actually seen those too. I just was gifted this here. It's the reason why I use this. You can use paintbrush. You can actually just put some best press into the cap of the container and press it that way using a paintbrush or just like a little bit on your finger. Rub it on the seam. You don't have to do anything fancy. Okay, so now add this onto here. Let's see. Yeah, you can even just put some best press or whatever kind of starch. You can make your own starch um out of some cheap vodka. Or there's a bunch of different recipes you could actually use to make yours. Nope, I'm taking the pin out right before I get there. So I'll move the camera over here on this one here. I don't ever sew over my pens. That's just bad. No, 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 no. I've heard of too many horror stories of people sewing over pens and then the pen either breaking your needle on your sewing machine. It's just like really bad for your sewing machine to go over them. Even if nothing ever has happened to you before, it's just bad to go over your pens. So what I'm doing is I'm matching this up right here. Because to me, the center of the thing there is the most important part. So I'm going to turn this off and turn you guys over to my sewing machine. Put my iron down. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm starting off over here on the ends. I'm keeping my pin in here. So what I'm doing is right before I pull it out, and it's like right before the needle is going to go down where the pin is, like a stitch or two before, I pull the pin out. That way there, it won't run over my pin, and my piece is nice and secured up into the very last minute. But thank you for asking that, Daya. That way there, people are actually able to see what it is I'm doing. The rain is welcoming, but tend to get hot and then it get hot and back in high humidity, but it's Florida. I think I want to retire in snow country. I miss my seasons after leaving New York. I hate the snow and cold, too cold and fat to deal with the humidity now too. Love those fabrics. Me too, Joe. Me too. The fabric is the reason why I signed up for this one. I fell in love with them and I couldn't help it. It's a massive impulse buy. So I just best press that one. So we will have 2 of these. So I'll show you guys on the bigger camera. I'll bring the camera over here in just a few moments. Let me get all these pressed and I'll bring it over here and show them all to you. We'll do that. 96 there today. With humidity, it felt like 103, Judy says. That is a heck no to me. Nope, nope, nope. See, that is something I don't miss about Tennessee or any of the southern states like that. I do not miss that weather. Especially since, like when I was younger, in my 20s and 30s, I would have loved that weather. Now since I'm menopausal, no way. Let's see. Katie says, I sewed over pins when I made clothes as a teen and adult and never hit a straight pin. My mom did the same. I didn't know the difference until I started hearing it from the quilters. We always sewed over pins when making clothes. Katie, when my granny taught me to sew, that was what she taught me to do. No one ever moved pins. Exactly, Zaza. The fabric reminds me of what I used for my chandelier quilt. Awesome, Katie Crafts. I bought a fat quarter bundle of that fabric and am making a double wedding ring quilt with it using Donna Jordan's template. Ooh, awesome sauce, Andrea. You gotta share when you get a chance. That would be amazing. Sounds like Florida is starting to preheat. See, I think it depends on the size pin used. Mine are ultra thin. I never have a problem sewing over pins. Melissa has the ickies. What ickies? Melissa's sick? Okay, so now I'm going to close off my camera so I can bring you guys back over here. We have high humidity just now over 95%. Katie says I use ultra thin pins too, Judy. Let's see here. Get you guys adjusted over here. So the sew machines were a lot different then, and generally you used larger stitches. I think that has a lot to do with being able to sew over pins. AC compressor is out in my car, so staying home till it comes in. I have not started it yet. It would be for me and my other quilts and swatches to take the front burner right now. Katie, best pins I have found. Yep, Judy in. Okay, so here are the ones I have completed for this here. These two here are called the block 6B, I believe. Yes, 6B is these here. So these are 6B, and then this one here is 6A, and I think they are absolutely gorgeous. You got one of the 6A and two of the 6B. So that is all we're working on today, guys. I got these completed. I'm going to label them. Let's see. Use my little stickers that I used before to label the fabrics. Let's see here. Best part is I already got 2 that say B. And these are B, that's A. All I gotta do is put like little sits in front of it. Yep, these are B. Okay, awesome sauce. So these are already labeled and ready to go back into the little plastic sleeve that they came in. And I can wrap it up into this here. And we are all set for the next clue that will be coming out here soon. So I hope everybody has a wonderful, beautiful, amazing evening and day tomorrow. Thank you, Judy. The place, let's see. That is going to have to be one you keep, I am guessing. I'm not really for sure what no, actually this one here, I will be sent, whenever I get done with this quilt here, this in here, I will be sending to my mother-in-law. So I'm making this for my mother-in-law for Christmas. Yesterday I saw the fabrics for the shop hop. 7 stores and each has 5 boutique fabrics. Not crazy about the colors, so we'll skip the shop hop and save the money. Those are all gorgeous. Thank you. Thank you, Day. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you, Michelle. Yes, everybody hit that thumbs up on your way out. And I hope everybody has a wonderful, beautiful evening. If you do get out and about, either today or tomorrow, whenever, or if you get out and about before I talk to you again, make sure you smile, because you never know whose day you can change with a simple gesture of a smile. And I will see you guys all Saturday morning over at Sean's or at 8 a.m. Eastern Time or on my live stream Saturday morning at 10 a.m. So talk to y'all